Oof. Hello, I'm Phil. This is Pump USA. Welcome to Pump USA. Today we are reviewing Magic Spoon protein treats, double chocolate, high protein cereal bar, 12 grams of protein, 1 gram of total sugar, 2 grams net carbs, and the calories are 140 per serving, which is 1 bar. I've had Magic Spoon cereal a couple times. They're okay. I'm not like a huge fan, honestly. If I'm going to have cereal, I'll just get like Rice Krispies or Fruity Pebbles or something. I understand like the protein thing, but I'm already like eating cereal, so might as well go full in. And again, I'm not a bodybuilder or like any desire to do that or strength train or go into competitions of any sort. I just like lifting. It's fun for me. And so I'm trying to be better at it. So I'm taking it more seriously, like trying to be more consistent and like have an actual program that I stick with, which it's only like the 4th week out of 6 weeks that I've been doing it. And I'm also watching my macros and calories now. So these protein bars are like a nice treat for me, and it keeps me from overeating, which I have a tendency to do. And like if I had the cereal, I'd have like 2 bowls and not think about it. And so this is just nice. So yeah, I've had these before, not this one particular, I don't think, but I've had the peanut butter Magic Spoon one, and I'll say I like it better than I like cereal. Their cereal is just, the texture's weird, the flavoring's a little off, but the texture is mostly just odd. So. So right off the bat, as I was taking a bite, I got a strong whiff of chocolate Rice Krispies, which is what this is pretty much made of. It's probably not exactly Rice Krispies, but like close enough. So not unpleasant at all. Very tasty and familiar. I think there's probably some whey protein or something, some whey in here that gives it like a milky taste as well. There's almond butter, whey protein concentrate, and I wonder if whey protein concentrate kind of gives like a milk flavoring to it, because it doesn't taste just like cocoa pebbles, like chocolate Rice Krispies. It tastes like chocolate Rice Krispies in milk, or like the chocolate Rice Krispies milk at the end of it, like the residue. It has that essence, that like aroma. It's odd to describe it this way, I know, but it's very floral in its chocolatiness. So the nose is doing a lot of heavy lifting when you're eating this. But the taste is good. It's very chocolatey. because it has that milky chocolate Rice Krispie taste, it's very nostalgic, and which I think Magic Spoon tries to go for, but they have like nostalgic flavors, which never really hit. I've tried their like chocolate things and their fruity, or their like Fruit Loop alternatives, and I think they had like a chocolate Cocoa Puff alternative. I tried that. I tried something else, and they don't hit. They just don't. But this surprisingly does. I don't know if they have a Rice Krispie alternative. I don't remember seeing it. So you see you get chocolate drizzle on the top here. And then profile, it's the same as when you bite it, but you get this like nice thick chocolate bottom. Which holds up well. I think it'd be even nicer. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I think this would be even nicer, like texture-wise, if we put this in like the fridge. Yeah, it probably doesn't need the freezer, but it would like give it this like nice hardness. It's already hard, it holds up pretty well. I mean, I think it's in the 60s or 70s here. So it's not exactly cool, but it's not hot. And you can see it's melting already in my hand. I think a little coldness will give it like a really nice snap. But I like putting my Reese's in my fridge or in my freezer. I don't know how the Cocoa Pebbles, the Rice Krispies would hold up. I would think it would also give it like a nice texture. I don't get a lot of the whey protein, which I often associate with protein bars and kind of their chemical flavoring. Not that it's like whey protein's artificial, but the process, I think, brings out this artificial flavoring, and there's probably some ingredients that often go with whey protein in the protein bar that kind of adds to that that artificial flavor. This does have monk fruit extract and stevia leaf extract, so you're getting your sweetness from these sugar alternatives. But it's not overwhelming. I think almond butter is the fourth ingredient out of here. I think that's doing a lot of heavy lifting with the sweetness and complementing this. But yeah, I'm not getting a lot of alternative or artificial sweetness coming through. Like stevia and monk fruit are derived from natural things, but they have this artificial flavoring that I associate more with sweet and low than with sugar. And when it's in there, it can be overwhelming. It's not overwhelming in this. Again, it's very... I'm getting strong chocolate on my tongue, but it leans more dark chocolate and kind of dark chocolate peanut butter. So you get like almost like an umami flavoring rather than like a milk chocolate flavoring. And again, it's floral. It has this aroma that's really connecting your olfactory to it. And so it's not like just the taste. If it was just the taste and not the smell, I think the chocolate would not be good. I think you smelling it as you bring it up to your nose and eating it and it kind of wafting through, I think it's doing a lot of work. Think of think of like smoked ribs or something like that. When you're like eating it, that aroma is adding a lot to the meat that you're eating. And so smell just plays an important part as in the taste when you're eating, and people often forget that. And this is definitely hitting that, because I've had protein stuff in the past and it's like a neutral smell, or more of a, I don't know, it's just not a great smell, or it's not a very strong good smell. It just kind of is there, and you have to bring it really close to your nose. This I got like as soon as I hit like here. Double chocolate, it definitely tastes double chocolatey. Again, very strong, darker chocolate taste. I think that almond butter is bringing those darker notes out. I would get this again in a heartbeat. It's very good. It's very satisfying. It's got fiber. Oh, it's got 7 grams of fiber, which is pretty nice. You don't see a lot of fiber in protein bars, I think. That's something I struggle with getting is fiber. Yeah. Good stuff. It's made in Canada. I wonder how the tariffs were going to be doing with that. Okay, let's go to the rating. Let's cut to the rating section. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Again, very good taste, very good aroma, very good smell to it that enhances the flavor and the eating experience. It reminds me very strongly of Rice Krispie milk towards the end of like your cereal bowl. I think that whey protein is giving it a lot of milky flavor. At the same time, you'll get like these darker chocolate notes, which I think are being enhanced by the almond butter, because you'll get like, it's almost like a dark chocolate Reese's cup, but not quite. And the peanut and the butter, the nut butter is, you have to go searching for it, but it's there, but it kind of gives it another, what you would call it, the dimension when it comes to eating this. So you get in this cereal experience kind of right off the bat, and then towards the end you're getting this Reese's Pieces kind of candy experience. The sugar isn't overwhelming, meaning they're using sugar alternatives like stevia and monk fruit, but it's not to the point where you can tell that it's a sugar alternative. It's just sweet. I think the almond butter is doing a lot of work there. And chocolate, again, is definitely strong. And again, that sugar, you're not getting like the bitterness of sugar. You're not getting the bitterness of alternative sugars, and like this weird artificialness that comes sometimes from our different sugar types. You're also not getting a lot of the protein, whey protein taste. There's some in there, don't get me wrong. It kind of weaves through it, but not in a bad way. If you're someone who likes protein drinks, this does feel like a very nice chocolate flavored protein drink. If you're familiar with protein drinks, you will probably find the whey protein to be a little bit stronger. I think if you're not familiar with it, you're just going to think it's an odd chocolate flavor. But overall, I would give this a solid 6 out of 6 dumbbells. Buy again, definitely going to eat again. Pretty decent protein, 12 grams. Calories are 140, but it's got some really nice fiber, which is often my, have a hard time getting. So it gives you 7 grams, which gives you a good start on fiber. So if you're somebody who's like got your protein down and your calories down, but you're having trouble with fiber, and you like having these protein bars to kind of supplement or a snack in between your bigger meals, I think this would be one to explore. And it's definitely a lot better than their actual cereals. I will say that. I would put this like 5, if there was a top 10, this would be like number 1, and their cereals would be like bottom, whatever, however many cereals they have. 6 out of 6 dumbbells. Thanks. I'm Phil. This has been Pump USA. Thanks for watching Pump USA, and good luck with your lifting.